Shit. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? How do I access the other modules? Do I not? Oh.
Got anything to
Oh,
say
this
for
looks great. This is exactly what I wanted. It doesn't seem. Oh, this is so. It feels so much more spacious. I love it. Should do this more often. So what kind of stations? Okay, we have a research station and a pharmaceutical station. Where's the other?
Hello.
Hello. I feel like we're missing stuff. Yeah, let me just take a nap. Just quickly.
Did I hear snoring?
Okay.
Working hard or hardly working? Hey, boss.
Yeah, sure. Okay. It's a big ship. Okay. Sidonia, right?
You're entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done.
Okay.
Welcome to Mars.
Yep.
Being in UC territory always makes me nervous.
Uh-huh. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Always nice to kick back in the broken spear after a long day.
Spear. Oh, this place is big. Oh, this place looks so cool. What's the gravity here? 0.30.
Ever been to
0.38.
Aquila?
Okay.
Security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
Okay. Is that not you?
The governor is in currently.
I swear that warning klaxon still startles me every time.
Hey, Saoirse.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Octai Enbayar. He's the head of our Sidonia branch. If you want to do some trading, he's the one you need to be talking to. I'm busy.
Mm,
Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line.
No,
Oh,
no,
don't
no.
give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning down contraband. Well, if that doesn't take the cake. Or not take the cake.
Yeah.
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak a kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
My faith in the seedy underbelly of the settled systems is restored.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
You need something?
Okay. Oh boy. Look, it's very easy to get lost here. Adler Camp. Speak to Adler Camp, then the Broken Spear. If I have a bounty, just look. I don't have a bounty, whatever.
Lately's been going on about the heart of Mars.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Okay.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Okay.
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy.
Okay.
Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
This whole thing's given me the worst sort of deja vu.
If you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
Okay.
What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over.
Okay.
Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss it. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Okay. So outside of this, and jump. What? Oh, it's that way. Residential. Okay, makes sense.
What a day, huh?
Something I can help you with?
Okay.
Adler Camp. Who the heck is that?
Sure.
Of course I owe money. Unless you're independently wealthy. Everyone's in debt nowadays.
Okay.
I owe Deimos. I owe my landlord. I owe Galbank. Heck, I have a tab at Parsec Deep at the Spear. It's an endless list. So why don't you just leave me here? Let me get drunk and find someone else to bother. Okay?
Okay.
Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
Okay.
Adler. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry.
Look, if I have
thought
to,
you
I'll
were
pay
talking
for you,
about
but...
someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Huh?
Okay.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
It's funny how whenever someone's there to collect the debt, everyone's as poor as a list dirt farmer.
Sure.
Holy crap. Really? You'd do that for me? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
He's too big to be stuck in the same place.
Oh.
What if we took the kids to a party?
Was this here before? Oh, that's one of the ways. Okay. Right. Got it. Ah, went too high.
What's up?
Have something for me?
Yeah.
There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
No, he got the message.
Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more.
Cool.
You think you can handle running with my, associates? If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work. That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say.
Sure.
Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Oh, it wasn't that much money. Kind of disappointing. The weather here is kind of shit. Yep. Yeah. Jupiter? That's fairly close. We're not gonna jump? Okay, whatever. Not gonna complain. Yeah. Okay.
You're funny. I hate funny. Remember that.
Great.
So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew.
Sure.
You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rook. I want him dead.
Okay.
This job isn't about the loot, but I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep
Okay.
whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember, the only thing that matters is that Rake dies.
Okay.
Kill Rake? That's your only option?
Okay.
If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure.
Sure.
It's done when Rake stops breathing.
Okay.
Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
You know, I dealt with a lot of phony tough guys and trash-talking pirates in my time, and most of them aren't worth the oxygen. But I'll tell you right now, Neva, she's the real deal.
Okay. Thanks.
I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Sure.
Rake used to run with the fleet.
Ah.
Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first
There
place.
it is.
Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean nobody, runs away from the fleet.
Okay. So it's all sort of in the same vicinity. Interesting.
This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. We are a simple transport ship heading to New Homestead. We do not...
Okay.
All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen?
Okay.
Oh God, I do not know.
You should take that offer. Trust me when I say this will be easier face to face.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly it will be safer for us that way.
Yeah.
All right, you can dock. We will talk then.
Cool. Yep.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship.
Correct.
If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
Correct. Correct.
That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
Yep.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you?
No.
And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
Yep.
That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
Not really, no.
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours.
Good.
And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Cool.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
Be careful around the fleet. They talk about family, but it's just a bunch of crap.
Yeah, of course.
If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
Yep. Look. Why can't I make the trip? Okay, whatever.
Damn Murphs just don't know how to take a hit.
Fuck.
Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice? That won't even leave a scratch. I'm gonna break you open. You don't know who you're messing with.
Dude, how far am I? Okay. Hey, how we doing?
Thanks for the help with the Cliptic. I had it under control.
Sure.
But it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. You know what? I have no idea, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. I suppose I could have pissed off someone I screwed over in the past, but there's been so many, I've lost count.
Cool.
Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done.
Sure.
Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rake's taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you.
Cool.
If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
Sure.
Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. Now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can.
Don't
keep me
waiting
waiting
about
long.
That wasn't exactly an easy initiation, but at least they trust us. Not as far as they can throw us, but in time we'll shed those kilos.
Sure. Was in Phobos where Sistef was? It was, yeah. Yep. I don't really have much yet.
I think I have some outstanding parking tickets. You don't care about that, right? Right?
Let me just see how much have I haven't done much.
I had a.
Let me just check something. Come on. Fuck.
Okay, hello.
Can I get a can I get a bed? Just give me a bed. Or don't.
Sysdef Marines are the best of the best.
Sure.
Do you have anything to report?
Yeah.
We got a wager going over whether the fleet will...
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for.
That's cool.
That's something we're looking into, but it doesn't seem like he knows much. He might be better served as bait. For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you could pay him a visit there sometime? I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you.
Okay.
That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
I hate to say it. Sometimes folks gotta die. But this was not one of those situations.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem.
That's perfect.
They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive.
Right.
Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet?
Yes.
Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Searsha was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
Yeah.
The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later.
Sure.
Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Sure.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Ugh, no one said there was gonna be homework.
I assure you, there is only information that is pertinent to the mission. Our dossiers are designed to be succinct. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now.
Okay.
Especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success.
Okay.
Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Heard the Regana made it to port with 0 casualties.
Things are progressing rather quickly. I'm sure the commander is pleased. The system was originally called Alpha Ophiuchi, until a flag was planted there by Jasper Crix, the founder of the Crimson Fleet. Since it was crucial that space travelers avoided that system, navigators marked it as Crix on star maps as a warning. They could have just as easily labeled it Crimson Fleet, so I'm guessing the pirates themselves were responsible for spreading their leader's name. Over the years, people forgot the system's original designation and started calling it the Crix system. It's been that way ever since.
Okay.
That's right. It's something we've requested a while ago, in preparation for a future conflict with the fleet. Once we finalize everything and run a few tests, we'll have the defenses needed for a jump to the Crix system when the time comes. Sure, we have a database of profiles you can read, which should help you ingratiate yourself with the group. However, the profiles are a guide, not gospel. Use what you can, fill in the blanks, and play off that. I imagine when you're done, you'll be able to generate far more accurate profiles than what we have in our system.
Sure.
2 reasons. First, Commander Akande's playing this operation extremely close to the vest. That means keeping prisoners under his own roof until this is resolved. Second, this is an undercover mission. For our safety and yours, we need to keep these prisoners out of the spotlight.
Okay.
Good luck on the key.
First,
let me check something. First. Yeah. Search for. Okay. Yeah. Adler Camp. Profile. Okay, I don't really care about Adler. Delgado, 44. Originally hailing from Aquila City, Delgado fell into exiled. Original served. Yeah. After cargo ship. Okay. How do you become leader? 32. Born and raised on Neon. Okay.
mission on the books and no casualties. Good work.
Where's...
Yes. What?
Whatever. Let's go.
The fleet call us sharks.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drives.
We have a child on board. That's a bad idea. But I guess we have we're traveling the same co. Unduk. Oh, what's this? Oh, interesting. Oh, fully surveyed. Interesting. Was not expecting that. Going to Cricks. Yep. That is not close. Is this a space station? Oh, interesting. Jesus. Okay. Woo.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new Rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Why can't I take people's clothes more easily? Anyway.
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something?
No.
I don't care. Time is money and you've wasted both. That ends today. Clear?
Sure.
But all that aside, you made it. So now you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
Sure.
Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time.
Cool.
Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it. You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
I'm sure the UC is happy with you guys rubbing their nose in their biggest, most monumental mistake.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Right.
Alright. History time.
Doesn't count as stealing. Doesn't count as stealing.
That's the very same ice ball where the United
United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
Ah.
The UC is so
Lock key.
clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
Sure.
Now,
Sucks.
we've got everything the fleet needs right
It's
here.
so dumb.
Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jazz.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered.
Okay, cool.
We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place.
Right.
After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor.
Weapons,
I was getting
goods.
tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Elutra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
Sure.
Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Okay.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and
What do you
she'll
mean,
take
blueprints?
care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way. Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
See
On the
anything
right,
you like.
you've got Bradley from the
Sorry.
Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there.
No, I'm busy.
He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra.
Okay.
She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices.
Oh, that's the door.
And
okay.
right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices.
Yeah, but what is this
far from
place?
cost-effective.
Yeah, love
What
you
does it
too,
do?
darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, if you ask me.
Right.
He's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction.
Okay.
I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble.
Okay.
In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information.
That is true.
Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
Okay.
Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare.
I guess.
He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort.
Sure.
It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Eugen would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done.
What do you mean?
All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
Cool.
None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work?
Sure.
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
Okay.
Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods.
Uh-huh.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will.
Cool.
Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
All right, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired.
Nice.
Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Oh. Okay, one load of adaptive clothing. EC Narcissism. Freestar Rambler. Clinic. I'll do this later.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee.
Hi.
If it's hard to find, I've probably got it. I was raised fleet. My mama joined up when I was 12. She was a first-class smuggler. We'd always lived comfortably, but she took the offer to join when a job almost went south. She figured if anything ever happened to her, it'd guarantee I'd still have a home.
Okay.
Hell no. The two things I don't want in this life a real boss, and customers that I can't shoot in the face if they piss me off.
Sure, great.
Dell lets me do what I want to here, as long as he knows I'm loyal to the fleet. I sell what I want, I work when I want, I do what I want. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Not quite. I still lost my mama to the Freestar Rangers. She could have surrendered, but she'd rather die than be caged up for the time she'd have to serve. I've come to respect her decision to go down fighting, but I'll never forgive those Rangers for killing her.
Okay, sure.
We can talk about whatever you want, as long as you got the credit.
I really don't.
Always a pleasure.
Cool. The elevator, I guess. Ow. Oh, interesting. Those hookah things. Cool. Navamora.
Ah, here's our other recruit.
Steel.
There I am. You see security on my tail?
Do you seriously have a cape?
So, now that we are all here,
or is that your scarf?
It's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only Rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
Okay.
You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Uh-huh.
Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Alright, so I gotta go.
God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it. Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock.
Okay.
This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Crix left the place behind. It has been frustrating being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls.
Okay.
Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any Rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time? What? Were you expecting a goddamn graduation ceremony? Think I'm just going to slap a skull on you and send you on your way? Make no mistake. You are being tested all the time. Every job you take will be under constant scrutiny. And Neva? Well, she's just waiting for you to screw things up. Before Crix left the fleet, He left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crixus Legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crixus Legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC System.
Sure.
You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Crixus Legacy.
Okay.
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is
Oh,
real.
that's a relief.
You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Sure.
Hey, I've done my fair share of treasure hunting. Never panned out. But I'm sure this time is going to be different.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Pirate swashbuckler gear? What do you mean? They talk about gear like I'm supposed to know what that means. What I'm wearing is better.
Don't you have business on Suvorov?
Yes, I do have business on Suvorov. Give me a second. No evidence here. I think I have to go deeper. Okay. Oh, it is this way. Is there an elevator or something? Oh, we're not taking my ship, we're taking their ship?
Never do a job unprepared.
The key.
You need supplies, you hit up the depot. What kind of name is System anyway?
So dumb.